Hey there, Stationery Squad and Inky friends. This is Kristen Creates, your fellow rabbit hole dweller for all things stationery. So glad that you're here today. Welcome back. Or if it's your first time, hey, this is a fun channel. This is a new channel-ish. I don't know. When do you stop saying you're new? I think like a year, right? Anyway, 3 or 4 months. You got it. We talk about stationery things, mostly fountain pens and inks, because that's the section of the rabbit hole I'm in, but occasionally some other things. So if you believe that a great pen and a good notebook can change your life, you're totally in the right place. And I'm so glad that you're here. Today, we are looking at some inky samples from Venice. I used to subscribe to Ink Journal's Ink Flight, which was a subscription where you got 7 samples and some usually a fun stationery related item. They stopped doing their box a few months ago. They'd done 100. It was totally okay, and what they need to do for themselves, even when it makes us sad. So I've been missing it, and I decided to take those funds that I'd budgeted, and I got the great idea from Dr. Stephanie Creates here on YouTube, or Create in Color on Instagram, to take that budget and go pick out the samples that I want at Venice. So I've done that. This is the second month I've done that. So I've picked out 7 samples. Now, most are from the same line, same collection, because I think I've talked about it before, where I have always been a collectionist, a completist. Is that what they call? So every Copic color had to have it. Every Tombow marker had to have it. Every mild liner color have to have it. You name it, whatever pen I've been obsessed with at the time, I've tried to get all the colors. Now that I've been here in the fountain pen world, and if you've been here for more than 5 minutes, you will also know that it is impossible, unless you're like a mega millionaire, to get all the inks. Nor would it be a good idea. And then I thought, well, maybe I can get all the inks from one brand. Maybe the wet pen, because they're still young. I might have a chance. But probably not for any of the major brands. So now I'm thinking, maybe if I could get at least samples of everything from one collection, that would help mellow the completionists in me. Maybe. So we'll find out today. So a lot of the samples are from Van Dieman's Birds of a Feather collection. I got a couple, including my first one, which was from Stephanie, and I loved these colors, and I got another one and another swap, and I'm like, okay, we're on a roll here. So we are going to swatch those, and we are going to do, because Birds of a Feather, we're going to do a little painting, I think, with them, because I don't know, I like to paint with my fountain pen ink sometimes. Because I have so much ink, I have to use it all. Okay, I will never use it all. I have so much ink, and I have to figure out a way to use some. All right, so supplies that we've got today. We've got a Wonderland 222 notebook that they very generously gave away at last year's Pelican Hub, and it's coming close to an end, so got me through about half a year, maybe. So maybe April, maybe a quarter and a half. Swatch with our ink muddler spoon. I have a palette over here, and I've taken all the colors out and put them in and put a little bit more water. And 2 things of water are just off camera here. One is kind of clean and one is already a little dirty, and that's the secret to keeping clean. I'm going to paint in this Strathmore Visual Journal book. So it's cold press watercolor, very beginning watercolorist. I've dabbled here and there. So I've kind of sketched out a couple of hummingbirds. I saw this in a tutorial from somebody. Oh, I wrote it down in my notes. Where did it go? So the painting is going to follow a tutorial from Ellen Creamy Tent here on YouTube. If I remember, I'll link it in the description. So let's get into it. There were a couple of I did get a couple of colors that are not Birds of the Feather. We're going to start with those. They are also pen influenced colors. The first isn't even a sample. We can blame Wendy Fountain Pen News. She had little Lord Fauntleroy inked up in something. I don't remember. So, and I thought it was beautiful ink last time I saw her at pen meetups. So I went ahead and bought the bottle. Why not? The second bird of a feather or non-Van Dieman is also a Wearingeul. And it is the Star Child. I think I saw this on Julia, or maybe it was Simona. I don't remember. But I'm excited for it for fall. Spacing has never been my strength in lettering. Oh, the first color I'm going to swatch here, and it is Van Dieman Hummingbird Wing. This one is jam-packed with shimmer. I don't know if you can see that, but oh. Oh no, ink disaster. Just sad. I hate the thought of wasting even a drop of that one. So that is Hummingbird Wing. I don't know whether I want to paint or do all the swatches and then paint. I feel like if I paint as I go along, that gives it a chance to dry. Erasing the lines because they were really a reference. I think I'm going to start with just a light water wash. Okay, so Hummingbird Wing should be in the wing. Give some wing here. I have very loose watercolor. You are not going to find anything fancy from me. I definitely appreciate people like Corolla who are just like, go for it, put some ink on a paper and figure out what shape it is later. And so that is the kind of the approach I am taking here with these birds today. The next color is Honey Bee Eater Wing. I don't know what a honey bee eater is. I think this is a beautiful green. It's just a nice middle tone green. It's not all the way emerald, little ashy maybe. This one will make also a good color for some of our grasses. Maybe I'll go ahead and put just a few in here now. I think our hummingbirds are going to be just amongst the flowers in the field. So honeybee eater wing, 2 nice greens, a nice olive green and a pale green. And then we get into what's my favorite color? Everybody say it together now. Teal, aqua, petrol turquoise, a blue green or green blue. What other colors do we know by this name? Whatever it is, we like it. We like our teals here in the rabbit hole. This one is honeybee eater breast. I hope there's really not a bird that eats honeybees. Suppose there is, otherwise it wouldn't have that name. It's also the honeybee eater. I think I'll go for it. And interesting that this color, the honeybee eater wing, has a touch of this color. Now we've got a few different birds in here now. Next up, we're going to go visit some ducks with our mandarin duck nape. If I thought about it that I was going to do the painting, I should have gotten all the colors, all the parts of the duck birds they have. And so now I can't decide if the mandarin duck nape is going on this bird or that bird. I think it's going to stick with this bird. Kind of lost touch with our lighter shade there, didn't we? This is when I start to doubt whether you will see it at all. But creative life is about trying new things, even those that you're not sure you're going to be good at or you're not good at yet, and just keep trying it if you like it. Because you don't have to be good at your hobbies to enjoy them. Write that one down again. I believe that is a Gourmet Pens dropping wisdom. You don't have to be good at your hobbies to enjoy them. All right, my fellow perfectionists? Just keep at it. Next up, we've got blue jay wing. You have blue jays? I don't have them around my house, but my sister lives up in the mountain, but she has both. The hummingbirds are very sweet, and the blue jays are assholes. And that's all there is to say about that. I really should start to look at swatches closer. I swear on the screen that did not look as normal blue as it looks. Is it weird that I just did a partial one for him and not the others? It is very representative of blue jays, though. Maybe let's make our flowers blue. And this is one of my favorite things to do. It's when you got color on and you just like drop it and then it goes. Next up, we have a lilac roller breast. Can you see the shimmer in this one? No, hold the camera. Hold in the focus place. It's a lovely light pink. Oh, please, where I make sure that I put this on my pens that potentially match my new Benu. No, I did. Okay. All right, lilac roller blast. Okay, let's go to our top friend up here. And I don't know what I'm doing, but I like it. Don't really like it yet, but I've come to learn that watercolor, I'm not going to like it until the end. I just know that. No. And then it's a 50-50 shot at the end. 2 more colors. Anna's hummingbird face. I don't know if there's a difference between Anna's hummingbirds and regular hummingbirds. Like, what makes Anna so special? She gets her home. She gets her own hummingbird. Way to go, Anna. Why did I not leave enough room for hummingbird in either place? I do not know. I feel like that pink has got to go in both birds. What do you think? Guess we're going to have a couple pink flowers in here today. Gladiolus type. You don't see it yet? You may never see it. I see it in my head. Last color is also another one that I didn't get from Vanessa, but got from a pen friend. This might have come from Bailey. This is Blue Jay Crown. It's a lovely little light purple action. It might need to be a flower on the painting too. Samples over to the side. First, before I put Blue Jay Crown, I'm just gonna soften up some of these rough edges here. Since hummingbird crown, or not hummingbird, since Blue Jay Crown is so light, I'm going to actually combine it with Anna's hummingbird face to kind of get some magenta-y. All right, we had to take a little break because our camera died. I keep going on my painting. Probably should have stopped when the camera died. Here's where we are. Yes, to my middle school English teacher not English teacher, law. So when I was in middle school, my art teacher said, you have potential, you just don't know where to stop. And yeah, I still don't, 40 years later, know where to stop. But what I do know about my style of watercolor, what I do know about my style of watercolor is that it looks a hot mess until I put the line art in, and then it looks a little less of a hot mess. Still a hot mess, but a little bit less. So if you want to hang out for that, I'm going to put some chill music on, put my lines in, and go to town. And then we'll look at the colors. All finished. So we'll be honest, this picture has a number of composition problems, but for a fast, like, use up your fountain pen inks while you're swatching. Okay, so that part is done. I mean, composition wise, it has a lot to be desired, but for messing around and playing and using up your fountain pen inks, well, just remember, you don't have to be good at your hobbies to enjoy them. It was a lot of fun for me to paint and play with, and I would do some things differently next time, but that's what it's all about, okay? You got to do it to get better. Swing back here and just look at the samples as they've dried down. I mean, I don't know if you can see this, but can you? The shimmer on the hummingbird wing on the Tomoe River paper and all these colors, they just look so good together. I love this palette. And then there's our finished bird. Our finished bird. I was hoping that the wearing gold portion would show up, and I don't think the camera is picking it up, but it definitely is very, very glittery. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope that this inspires you to do something a little different with your inks, even if you're not very good. Until next time, keep ink on your fingers and keep being awesome. Bye for now. This is when my southern friends say, bless her heart, she done effed up.